Hello and welcome to the Streamline and Shine podcast. My name is Steff Bolton and I'm 1/3 of Bolton Virtual Solutions, a team made up of me, Mum, and my two daughters, Sam and Amy. Our family virtual assistant agency's absolute passion is helping time-poor female entrepreneurs with those ridiculously long to-do lists, because we all know how they get longer instead of shorter, so that they're able to focus on doing what they love. You're going to want to stick around if you find yourself constantly just doing this thing quickly instead of spending time with your family, or if you look at your list of tasks and feel like crying, or even if you're just simply wondering how to manage your time better and delegate to your team. We're going to be covering topics from social media to marketing, systems and processes to outsourcing, and so much more, so that you can see what's possible for you and your business. So let's get stuck in. Hello and welcome back to the Streamline and Shine podcast. Today I want to talk to you about what happens when you hire more hands instead of another brain. Let me explain. So most entrepreneurs think that the answer to being overwhelmed is just hiring more hands, like all hands on deck, that kind of thing. Another VA, another assistant, another pair of eyes on the inbox. But if what you really need is someone to think, to make decisions, manage systems and keep things moving without you being present 24/7, then piling on more hands is just going to give yourself more to manage. So in this episode, I want to talk to you about the difference between hiring for hands versus hiring for brains, and how to know which one your business actually needs right now. So hands-only hires are task takers, okay? That they'll do exactly what you tell them, but the chances are they're not really going to think ahead. So that means that the responsibility stays on you because you're still the bottleneck and they can't move forward without your instructions. So at best, you clear a bit of your inbox, and at worst, you've just created more work because you're now managing every step. So brains are the people who don't just do the task, they manage the actual process. So they ask bigger questions. They're more proactive rather than just being reactive. So does this system work? Is this the best way to reach this goal? What happens if we tweak this? It's a different level of support. It's strategic, it's proactive, and it's solution driven. So this is the gap between a VA and an OBM, or you could refer to it as between a junior and a manager. Both roles have got massive value, but you need to know which one is actually going to fix your problem for your business. Quick pause, and if you're listening to this and already thinking, oh my God, I've been hiring hands when what I really need is brains, then our Back to Business Boost package is your next move. It's designed for exactly this moment when you're drowning in admin and messy systems and you need someone to step in, clean it up and give you back that control. We don't just tick tasks off a list. We look at your whole business, we streamline the bottlenecks, and we set you up to work smarter so you can finally breathe again. So the link to the Back to Business Boost is in the show notes. So check it out and see how it can get you back in your CEO seat. So if your problem is simple volume, so there might be too many DMs coming in for you to manage and keep on top of and reply to. There might be too many voices to send. Good problem to have, by the way. But that in those sorts of circumstances, hands can help. But if your problem is structure, so you're stuck in decision making, your systems are messy or non-existent, or you're not utilising your systems to the fullest of their abilities, and nothing is going to work for you if hands are the only thing you're hiring. That's not going to fit. So that is when you need brains. Someone who can take ownership, make calls, and stop things boomeranging back onto your desk. There is no worse feeling, is there? So, a lot of businesses actually need both execution and brains for direction. Having the right balance at the right stage of your growth. So too many hands and no brains, that is going to be absolute carnage. Let's just make that clear. Too many brains and no hands, you've got a strategy that's never going to get implemented, because if it's only you working on it, not going to happen. So when you get it right, you finally feed in a team instead of babysitting one. Now that is a feeling that we're all after, right? So here is your action. I want you to look at, if you haven't got a team, think about like the next 6 months. Would it be something that you could consider to grow your team and onboard someone or people, or use associates? So if you're overloaded with hands but starving for brains, then you need to look at next level support like an OBM. Have you never even thought about bringing in that next level of support? Have you just been like chipping away as much as possible every day and just winging it and just flying by the seat of your pants? Because if that's the case, again, your business is able to grow and you certainly won't be able to scale it. So what you need to do is you need to stop hiring more hands if what you need is a brain. That's how you move from being the office manager of your own business to actually being the CEO. So I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope it's been insightful. I hope it's been an eye-opener, because if you are considering taking someone on in your business, please make sure it's the right person. And this is a really quick and simple exercise that you can do to make sure that you make the right hire. So I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Streamline and Shine. If you have questions on what we covered inside, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Bolton_virtual_solutions, or you can email us at teambolton@boltonvirtualsolutions.co.uk. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing community and are always here to support you. If you'd like to be interviewed on a future episode, please drop us an email letting us know which topic you'd like to speak about and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode, lovelies. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Streamline and Shine. If you have questions on what we covered inside, please feel free to reach out to us on Instagram at Bolton_virtual_solutions, or you can email us at teambolton@boltonvirtualsolutions.co.uk. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing community and are always here to support you. If you'd like to be interviewed on a future episode, please drop us an email letting us know which topic you'd like to speak about and we'll get back to you. See you on the next episode, lovelies.